Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. Today we are continuing on with I am Yahuah, that is my name. I held it up a little higher because I don't want to block Bella here. Beanie, I love you. You're okay. Your dad will be home soon. Okay. Today we are warriors of Yahuah and the truth, beloved sons and daughters of Yahuah. We are continuing on with where we left off last night. With we are on Arabic, Hebrew. The Arabs speak a more pure form of the original Hebrew language, and is completely unrelated, for the most part, from their Shiva worship. They name their children Yusuf, Aliyah, Amin, Miriam, Yaqub, Asha, Daoud, Akila, Amina, Shamar, Benjamin, Hashim, Hawa, and many other original Hebrew names. They also name their children Muhammad, which they associate with Hamid or Hamid, meaning commendable. This is one of the words they inherited from Shiva worship. And here's the Shiva and Shakti on the top right here. The name Muhammad is a Hindu name. That is the next section that we are starting. Muhammad is not a Hebrew name. It is a form of a Hindu title, MAHADEVA, and referred to Shiva, the destroyer deity. Maha plus Deva literally means great. Maha, G-O-D, is Deva, or Deva, in Hindi. Many Arabic words are derived from Sanskrit. The next section is Mahadeva, or Mahadeva, equals Allah Akbar. The Islamic faith derives an enormous amount from the previous Indian presence in the region. The chant Allah Akbar, Allah is great, did not arise from a vacuum. Reverse translating Allah Akbar into Hindi, we get Mahadeva. The next section is eisegesis. Interpretation of texts must never be based on what we bring to the study from outside. If we read into the meaning of the text things we previously believed, we taint what the text is really saying. This occurs when we hunt down words or phrases that seem to say what we already believe. The name Muhammad seems to be found in the Song of Shalom at 5:16. However, this is a form of eisegesis. The Hebrew meaning in this erotic text is a plurality, Muhammadim, or delights lovely. It is not about Muhammad, but rather it is about Shalomo and the Shulamite girl. Abstractly, it is a picture of Yahuah's love for his wife, or Asha, Yasharal. Okay. The Arabs transliterate original Hebrew words with superior accuracy, but this has no bearing on their religious practices. Their religious tradition is a separate aspect entirely. The Arabs were not scattered repeatedly into the nations to be influenced by foreign tongues, and they did not have a sect like the Karaites or Masoretes that attacked their speech tradition. The Hebrew word spelled Aleph Lamed He, A-L-H, or Allah, is a clean word, and the root is Aleph Lamed, or all. Aleph Lamed Yod is Ali. It later became Eli. Due to the Masoretes, we inherited the idea it is Eli, giving the form Eliyahu, aka Elijah, or Elijah. The true Hebrew name is Eliyahu. The Aleph Lamed is best transliterated as all, not so much as El. Abraham begins with the word root Aleph Bet, or Ab, A-B. It was not molested to become Ibrahim. The Arabic language preserved the name as well, calling their patriarch Abraham. We respect the Kodesh people of the covenant for receiving the living words, but they also cling to errors from the traditions of their fathers. So that again is mixed worship that Yahuah hates. Hold on one second. It is our duty to discern what is of men and what is from Yahuah. While the speech traditions of the Yahudim today show variances from the speech traditions of their Arab brothers, both have inherited their distinct religious traditions. If we undo the ravages to the Hebrew language done by the Karaite sect known as the Masoretes, we are restoring a pure lip. The vowels Aleph, Ayin, Yod, Aleph, Ayin, He, Yod, U of Hebrew are written down to be sounded letters. These became the Greek and Latin vowels we use in English, A, E, I, O, U. Yusuf ben Mattiyahu, aka Flavius Josephus, said he saw the name written in 4 Hebrew vowels, not the Aramaic script mistakenly called modern Hebrew. All written letters represent sounds. I submit the Masoretes traditionalists and their attempted alterations cannot be trusted. Exhibit A is their obfuscation of the name of Yahuah. If anyone would attack the name, they would anathema Maranatha to us. 1 Corinthians 16:22. I know that anathema means worthy of death. When we use the spelling Allah, we are not endorsing the deity of Islam. We are restoring the true sound of a Hebrew word. The Islamic shrine at Mecca, prior to Muhammad, was used to worship the host of heaven. 1.6 billion people have been told it was built by Adam, but it reflects the same architecture and traditions found in the Eastern religion of Hinduism. Shiva Shrine and Old Makkah or Mecca. I knew it by Mecca. But there's different spellings and different words that have the same meaning. Okay. The shrine's design, the black stone and yoni, the crescent and star, the circumambulation, and other features are shared with the worship of the Hindu deity Shiva. The most sacred ceremony in Hinduism is called Shivaling, or Shivaling. It is performed with a stone object inserted in the hole of an oval object called a yoni. The ceremony is conducted inside the Shiva shrines. The new ramps installed for worshippers at Mecca resembles this object perfectly. The shape of the area in front of the cathedral at Rome appears to have all the ingredients of a Shiva shrine ready for Shivaling. Roscoe howls every time he hears a siren. In both cases, the people become the unwitting participants in the ceremonial worship of the destroyer, Shiva. Many people will be shocked to learn that the beads used religiously in Hindus, Buddhists, Muslims, and Catholics originated with prayers to Shiva in the 8th century BCE. Shiva's tears, Hindu mala, Islamic tasbih, rosary beads. 15th century Catholic rosary on this side. They all look similar. Repetitive prayers were referred to by Yahushua. He told us not to pray like the heathens. The origin of the beads used by heathens is from the worship of the destroyer Shiva. And when he said do not pray like the heathens, he meant because the heathens wanted to be seen for their many words, or they thought they'd be heard for their many words. Are you shivaling me? Okay, new ramps for circumambulating double yoni design veiled Shivaling. Anatomy of the object. Hindu Shiva yoni, Shakti's vagina. Islam Shiva inside of Shakti. Shivalingam, Shiva's phallus. Yoni, Shakti's vagina. Hindu Shivalingam object. Shivaling hordes. Phallic obelisk from Egypt or Mitzrayim in the center of Ovato Tondo. Notice the serpent in the lower right photo. Yep, I see it. The shrine at Mecca or Makkah originally contained 360 deities, reflecting a close kinship with Eastern cultures and the worship of the heavens. The Muslims circumambulate counterclockwise, the Hindus clockwise, and those who serve Yahuah stand still, and he delivers us. The practice of circumambulation, the crescent and star, the shape of the shrine, the black stone object, and its relationship to the opening of metal at the corner are among many distinctive traits associated with the worship of the Hindu deity Shiva. This book investigates what the shrine was all about prior to Muhammad, and how much was carried over into practices and ritual objects used today. In every place and time, the world has been looking at Hindu objects used in the worship of Shiva and Shakti. The world is thoroughly defiled by objects of fertility, which Yahuah calls an abomination. Babel the Great is called a mother of harlots for a good reason. A very good reason. We're going to stop with the pictures here, and there's a little short part on the bottom. The whore sits on the waters, Revelation 17. Shiva Shrine, Roman Basilica, Hindu Shiva Shrine. U.S. Capitol Temple of Shiva and Shakti. On Yahuah's Temple Mount, Shiva Temple, openly Shivaling with Shakti. This picture is from the book Who is Allah. I also did a series on here for Who is Allah. The architecture of religious and governmental buildings are commonly designed by secret society members, such as Masons wear fez caps and use crescents with stars in their insignia, and meet in shrines to perform secret rituals. Muslim number 79, Shriner, 33rd degree Mason, and the book Who is Allah. Next time we will be reading Yoga Mats are Hindu prayer mats. The word G-O-D, Yod-He-U-He, the letter W, and if we have time to get through this whole part, we can read Hyksos Hoax. I think you guys might know a little bit about it. I'll just show you a little preview picture for that one. It has symbols like that. I think they're just symbols that are made to trick us. They look kind of like, almost like Egyptian hieroglyphs, but I don't think they are. Or they're definitely not. But I know that there's some sort of thing that Roscoe enough. Something that was created to confuse all of us. Okay, so let me see here. Roscoe. So sorry if you're sick of this song, but I wanted to sing praises to Yahuah, and this is one that was given to me when I was feeling a little down. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It's called Last Days, and I've sang it on many other occasions. Stop growling, Roscoe. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No trap from the wicked shall prosper. No snare from the devil shall prosper. Yahuah knows who are his. Do your utmost to show yourself approved. Be ye not deceived by wolves in sheep's clothing. For in the last days there will be blasphemers and evildoers. Do not subject me to gossip and slander, for I will turn and walk away. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No trap from the wicked shall prosper. No snare from the devil shall prosper. Praise the Most High for His loving kindness. The Ruach HaKodesh sustains me. Do not subject yourselves to the wicked. It will only ever end in strife. Do not cast your pearls unto swine. Yahuah says, stay steadfast, keep my commands, and I'll call you mine. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you, and purify your hearts. Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth, beloved sons and daughters of Yahuah. I love you all with an everlasting love, as our Abba Yahuah and the Shamayim loves each and every one of us. Shalom and blessings.